Perdana Fellow Program to educate youth on workings of leadership. Private companies urged to fly jalur gemilang at premises. Good evening and salam Malaysia Madani. Thanks for joining us. I'm SAHIH and you're watching Malaysia Tonight. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said the Perdana Fellow Program gives exposure to youth not only for them to gain an understanding of the workings of leadership but also government work culture and policies.
Satu rencana yang berikan pendedahan kepada anak-anak muda supaya dapat mengenali dan bukan saja sosok pimpinan tetapi lebih penting hala kerja, tradisi dan budaya di dalam kerajaan, serta pendedahan ini akan memberikan mereka ruang untuk lebih memahami dasar-dasar.
Coordinated by the Youth and Sports Ministry or KBS, the program features 56 fellows who are attached to various government ministries from today until 31st December. The Premier noted that the fellows were selected based on their excellent performances to prepare them for possible leadership roles in the future. In a statement, KBS said the 56 fellows had undergone an orientation program from 20th to 22nd August at the Institute Semara Felda in Bangi. The Perdana Fellow Program is a mentoring and internship initiative aimed at producing dynamic and competitive youth who possess adequate knowledge of the country's administrative system. The participants gain direct guidance and experience from ministers through the attachment program, with 2 fellows assigned to a minister and 1 to the Chief Secretary to the government. Private companies are urged to fly the jalur gemilang at their premises to fuel the 2023 National Day and Malaysia Day or HKHM 2023 celebrations. Communications and Digital Deputy Minister Teo Ni Ching said by doing so it could also help to fuel the spirit of patriotism among Malaysians ahead of the National Day and Malaysia Day celebrations.
Memang saya melalu-alukan bahawa pihak swasta jugalah bolehlah bantu kita kalau bukan edaran jalur gemilang tetapi sekurang-kurangnya boleh pasang jalur gemilang di tempat kerja, tempat swasta dan sebagainya supaya kita rakyat Malaysia bolehlah mula rasai bahawa suasana kita untuklah menyambut Hari Kebangsaan tahun 2023 ini.
On another note, the Deputy Minister said Rapid KL will extend the operation of 10 rail stations until 2 a.m. on 30th August to facilitate commuters going to the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre KLCC and Dataran Merdeka to celebrate Merdeka Night. The stations are Pasar Seni, Jamik Mos and Ampang Park for the LRT Kerana Jaya line, Jamik Mos for the Ampang line, Bukit Bintang for the monorail service, Bukit Bintang and Pasar Seni for the Kajang Mass Rapid Transit MRT, as well as Ampang Park and KLCC Persiaran for the Putrajaya MRT line. Teo said the National Day celebration on 31st August will be held at Dataran Putrajaya, and for the public's convenience, the Rapid KL service will start at 4 a.m. on that day. The Youth and Sports Ministry has increased the participation target for the Rukun Negara in Schools program from 60,000 to 100,000 by the end of this year. Its Deputy Minister Adam Adli Abdul Halim said the program, aimed at improving understanding of democracy among youth, had received encouraging response following in-person and online promotions through social media platform. The program would be extended to states like Melaka, Johor, Sabah and Sarawak, following its success in attracting youth from the 6 states which held their state elections recently.
Bagi kami di peringkat rakan muda, di peringkat KBS, Sekolah Rukun Negara ini adalah kepentingan untuk mengisi pengetahuan dalam kalangan golongan muda. Setakat sekarang kita dah capai lebih kurang 30,000 peserta daripada seluruh lebih kurang seluruh, terutama sekali negeri-negeri yang berhadapan dengan pilihan raya negeri. kerana kita rasa khusus untuk kita pastikan kita dapat catch up di situ. Kemudian kita kembangkan juga di beberapa negeri lain termasuk lepas ini di Melaka, Johor dan Sabah Sarawak.
Under the ministry's Rakan Muda component, the program is implemented in 3 phases: 1-day basic, 3-day intermediate and 4-day advanced courses covering 12 subjects, including elections, governments, media and parliament. A provision allowing bail for detainees is being considered as part of the recommendations to improve the Security Offences Special Measures Act 2012 SOSMA. Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Law and Institutional Reform, Ramkarpal Singh, when asked about developments on SOSMA, said that efforts to improve the Act are now almost complete.
Sukarelawan NGO maupun orang-orang perseorangan lain.
According to him, several engagement sessions with stakeholders including the Home Ministry, the Royal Malaysia Police, the Attorney General's Chambers and family members of SOSMA detainees have been held, whereby the recommendations received will be presented to the Cabinet soon.
Kita ada sekarang melihat kepada beberapa aspek dalam SOSMA. Satu aspek adalah jamin, question of bail. So that itu adalah isu yang kami sedang looking into now. The repeal is not in the pipeline, tapi we are looking at improvements.
Currently, a person arrested under SOSMA cannot be bailed except for a juvenile, a woman or a person who is sick or infirm, subject to the discretion of the court. Ramkarpal said all SOSMA improvements will not be implemented in one go but will be done in stages. The Deputy Minister was met after participating in the Merdeka Brisk Walk activity organised by the Law and Institutional Reform Portfolio Agency in Putrajaya. The Securities Commission Malaysia SC has seen a rapid increase in complaints and inquiries on unlicensed activities and scams since the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Its Consumer and Investor General Manager Jawahar Ali Amir Ali said that the SC had received 1,670 complaints up to the first half this year, and which are about 60% of what it received in 2022. Speaking to the media at the annual Signature Financial Planning Symposium organised by the Financial Planning Association of Malaysia FPAM today, he said that most of the complaints that SC received were on the illegal schemes promoted through social media. Perpetrators of these scams usually use sponsored Facebook ads, fake websites and create public Telegram groups to promote disinvestment packages that are usually accompanied by fake testimonies, certificates purportedly issued by various agencies. Jawahar Ali said that the SC had taken various intervention actions and initiatives to alert the public. Among them, the SC took 2 enforcement actions, issued 170 alert lists, 95 website blocks, 6 Instagram account blocks, 74 Telegram account blocks, as well as 58 blocks on Facebook. Still to come in our business segment, 10 million ringgit allocated for PEKB programs this year. A total of 10 million ringgit has been allocated for the Urban Community Economic Empowerment PEKB program this year to guide those from the B40 group in urban areas to run businesses that can improve their quality of life. Local Government Development Minister Ngakong Meng said the allocation, which is overseen by the Ministry of Local Government Development KPKT, is being utilised through the PEKB Entrepreneurship Training Programme for 835 participants. Training is given with the aim of improving the skills of the participants so that they are able to run businesses that produce a higher income and as a result get out of poverty.
Kita bekerjasama dengan 28 NGO dan ini yang dia ahli-ahli yang menyertai PEKB ini semua dipilih oleh NGO dan kemudian latihan kita diberikan oleh pihak kementerian.
Since its implementation in 2013, PEKB has produced a total of 16,515 entrepreneurs who run various types of businesses and are able to generate an income of at least 600 ringgit a month. According to Nga, under the 12 Malaysia Plan 12 MP, the government has allocated 55 million ringgit to produce 4,835 entrepreneurs among the B40 in urban areas through the PEKB program. The Malaysia International Halal Showcase, or MIHAS 2023, is set to become a more enriching and informative event this year. The Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation Matrade is set to unveil its much-anticipated Knowledge Hub platform. Chief Executive Officer of Matrade, Dato' Muhammad Mustafa Abdul Aziz, through a statement said the dynamic platform aims to provide a comprehensive perspective on the challenges and opportunities within the global halal industry, featuring an impressive lineup of experts and thought leaders. He also noted that the involvement of experts from various countries underscores Matrade's dedication to fostering a comprehensive discourse that encompasses global viewpoints. Underlining MIHA's 2023 role as a platform to foster knowledge, exchange and collaboration, the Knowledge Hub will be moderated by prominent business leaders representing chambers of commerce and trade associations. MIHAS is the world's largest showcase dedicated to the halal industry, and this year marks its 19th series, which will be held from September 12 till 15 at the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, MITEC, Kuala Lumpur. Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB aims to expand its portfolio in renewable energy RE in existing international markets such as the United Kingdom, UK, as well as throughout the Asia Pacific and Europe. TNB Chief New Energy Officer Muhammad Zarihi Muhammad Hashim said the expansion of the portfolio will be implemented through the establishment and increased expertise in asset development, covering solar and wind energy, whether on land or at sea, supported by utility storage. He said one of the main drivers of the exploration strategy is a strategic collaborations to increase the rate of market penetration and the development of capabilities or competencies to provide operational excellence. Commenting further, Muhammad Zarihi said that to carry out market exploration in Europe, TNB has a wholly owned subsidiary, Vantage RE Limited in the UK, which will be the focal point of operations in exploring renewable energy generation assets in the UK and Europe. He added that investors now have the confidence to invest in the renewable energy industry in line with the government's aspirations to provide clear policies, guidance and funding for new technology investments. Currently, he said Malaysia and ASEAN are very interested in obtaining the same benefits from cross-border trade as their partners in Europe, where cooperation in the region has reached an estimated 34 billion euros in strengthening the cross-border market in the Union. Malaysia Tonight on TV1 will now conclude to make way for the 63rd edition of the International Al-Quran Recital and Memorization Assembly. Our bulletin resumes on MyTV Berita RTM channel. You can also watch us on RTM Click and our YouTube live stream.
Sports and gaming, then be sure to stay tuned to RTM because something new is coming.
Welcome back. Sam Dhabi Plantation Berhad's net profit slipped 53% to 380 million in the second quarter, ended 30th June this year, from 812 million a year earlier, impacted by both lower recurring and non-recurring profit before interest and tax and higher finance costs. The company, in filing with Bursa Malaysia, also said that revenue declined 23% to 4.31 billion ringgit in second quarter compared to 5.59 billion ringgit previously. The group's effective tax rate for the quarter was 12%, mainly due to gains on land disposal in Malaysia, which was subjected to a lower rate of 10% under the real property gains tax. The group's overall fresh fruit bunch FFB production declined marginally by 2% year-on-year, mainly due to a 6% fall in its FFB production in Indonesia. Meanwhile, Group Managing Director Dr. Muhammad Helmi Othman Bashar said the aggressive ongoing rehabilitation of the group's upstream Malaysia operation is beginning to show results with the improvement in the Malaysian FFB production in the second quarter. This, coupled with the arrival and upscaling of new harvesters, will put harvesting operations and field conditions back on track to deliver better productivity for the rest of the year. The Malaysia Automotive, Robotics and Law Institute, MARI, is committed to creating a sustainable electric vehicle EV industry by focusing on technology, vendor and talent developments in Malaysia. MARI Deputy Chief Executive Officer Nizma Muhammad Nazar said, in line with the 12th Malaysia Plan and the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and Sustainable Development Goals, the agency aspires to reduce carbon emissions by 45% by 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050.
Furthermore, the promising global EV industry provides significant room for growth, particularly in ASEAN, which has plenty of potential as both a manufacturing hub and market for EVs. Here in Malaysia, our government unwavering commitment to attracting EV investment and achieving the ambitious national target of 15% of the total industry volume TIV for EVs by 2030 is a testament to our determination in shaping a greener and more sustainable future.
He said this at the official launch of the International Auto Modified IAM and Malaysia International Motor Expo MIME 2023 today. Endorsed by MARI, the IAM MIME 2023 promises a curated showcase of vehicles, products, innovations and the latest development in automotive technology by automotive stakeholders, car and motorcycle dealers and original equipment manufacturers. The IAM MIME 2023, which will be held from 27 to 29 October 2023, will incorporate 3 automotive genres under one roof, including legacy automakers and new marque. Among the highlight is a dedicated EV fest where a variety of electric mobility vehicles will be showcased. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva defended a common trading currency for BRICS members on Tuesday as he reaffirmed his intention of rebuilding a relationship with the African continent.
A decisão de estabelecer novo Banco de Desenvolvimento representou marco na colaboração efetiva entre as economias emergentes. Nosso banco conjunto deve ser líder global do financiamento de projetos que abordem os desafios mais urgentes do nosso tempo.
Lula also praised Africa's potential for growth and as a potential trading partner. The Brazilian president expressed his desire of welcoming new members to BRICS. While a potential enlargement remains up in the air, the groupings pledge to become a champion of the developing world and offer an alternative to a world order dominated by wealthy Western nations is already finding resonance. The BRICS is a grouping of the world economies of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Brazilian companies have put their eye on mega port under construction in Peru that would allow them to get to the Asian market faster. Chinese company Cosco Shipping is constructing a port in Chanque, western Peru, allowing companies to reach Asia in 30 days, 15 days faster than today's traditional route through the Panama Canal or the Cabo de Hornos. Offering a deep water port, Chanque will be able to handle container ships that can't dock elsewhere in South America. The Chinese company schedules to finish the infrastructure by 2024, aiming to turn it into a hub in the South American Pacific. Today, Brazilian companies have to edge the Atlantic coast to get to Asia. The port is part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. China has been investing in infrastructure and logistics around the world for years, and there are ports in Greece, in Spain, in Africa, all over the world. This long-term project reflects a concerted Chinese strategy to extend its maritime, trade and logistics footprint to allow the key maritime points on the globe. Coming up in our foreign front, former Thai PM hospitalized after first night in jail. Thailand's former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra was moved to hospital overnight over concerns about his heart and high blood pressure on his first night in jail following his historic return from self-exile. The Corrections Department said in a statement that the 74-year-old Thaksin had felt chest tightness and high blood pressure and was referred to Bangkok's police hospital at around 2 a.m. local time. Thaksin made his homecoming on Tuesday and was escorted to jail in dramatic scenes that stole the spotlight from political ally Srettha Thavisin, who was elected Prime Minister in a parliamentary vote later in the day. Police said Thaksin was hospitalized because the prison was unable to guarantee he would get the right care. According to Ayut Sintopan, Director General of the Corrections Department, Thaksin was accompanied by 8 prison guards when he was transferred during the night. The United States Interior Department on Tuesday approved the construction of a 704-megawatt wind farm off the coast of Rhode Island, the 4th offshore wind project the agency has greenlit. This comes as the Biden administration is targeting to bring 30 gigawatts of offshore wind power online by 2030. The Interior Department said the Revolution Wind project of Point Judith, Rhode Island, could power nearly 250,000 homes and create 1,200 local jobs during the construction phase. Owned by wind energy developers Ørsted and Eversource, the project includes up to 79 possible locations for the installation of 65 wind turbines and 2 offshore substations. The project aims to help strengthen America's energy security, make their power grid more reliable, lower energy costs, and cut dangerous climate pollution. The administration has previously approved the Vineyard Wind Project of Massachusetts, the South Fork Wind Project of Rhode Island and New York, and the Ocean Wind 1 project offshore New Jersey. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi said on Tuesday that Tehran will cut off any hand involved in aggression against Iran during a ceremony in which the Islamic Republic unveiled an advanced homemade drone. The Mohajir 10 has an enhanced flight range and duration as well as a greater payload, according to the Iranian state media. The drone reportedly has an operational range of 2,000 kilometers and can fly for up to 24 hours. Its payload can reach 300 kilograms, which is double the capacity of the Mohajir 6 drone. A video released on Tuesday by Iranian media displayed the drone among other military hardware, with tags saying, "Prepare your shelters" in both Hebrew and Persian. Published on Iran's Military Industry Day, the video's tag reflects simmering tensions between arch foes Iran and Israel. United States officials have accused Iran of providing Mohajir 6 drones, among other unmanned aerial vehicles, to Russia in its war against Ukraine. Tehran has denied these claims. Still to come in sports, 26 players call on to go for Harimau Malaya training camp. A total of 26 players will be called upon National Head Coach Kim Pan-gon to participate in a training camp at the Harimau Malaya Squad Centre in Wisma FAM Kelanajaya. This will be part of preparations towards facing Tier 1 international action against Syria and China next month. The Football Association of Malaysia, FAM, in a statement informed that Pan-gon will be retaining 15 out of the 26 players called to undergo the previous training in Kuala Terengganu earlier in June. The remaining 11 are comprised of 7 platters from the March 2023 camp, including team captain Dion Cools, Brandon Gunn and Nur Azam Abdul Aziz. Also listed were 3 players from the 2022 AFF Cup squad, Shahrul Nazim Zulpakar, Sergio Aguero and Nur Shami Izzuan Amin, with the addition of Nathaniel Shio Hong Wan being called for the first time this year. Harimau Malaya will be facing Syria on 6 September before facing China in Chengdu on 9 September. The national under-23 squad are advised to be more careful when they meet defending champions Vietnam in the semi-finals of the ASEAN Football Federation AFF 2023 U23 Championship tomorrow. Coach E. Alavarasan said Vietnam have good players and their coach is smart in making plans and decisions. At the same time, Alavarasan said the match will be a big challenge for Malaysia since the Harimau Muda have not faced Vietnam for a long time. The last time the Harimau Muda met Vietnam was at the 2022 Hanoi SEA Games when Malaysia narrowly lost 0-1. If the Harimau Muda squad record a victory in the match against Vietnam at the Rayong Provincial Stadium in Rayong, Thailand, waiting for them in the final will either be Thailand or Indonesia, who will be playing in the other semi-final match. Malaysia's best achievement at the AFF U23 Championship was finishing fourth in the inaugural edition in 2005. In international football, Manchester City have reached an agreement with League One side Rennes to sign winger Jeremy Doku, with the deal reported to be worth about £55.4 million. It was also reported that the Belgian international is set to travel to Manchester today to complete a medical check. The 21-year-old joined Rennes in October 2020 from Belgium's Anderlecht, making more than 90 appearances for the French side in all competitions and scoring 12 goals. Doku scored for Rennes in the opening leg game against Metz earlier this month. He has 16 caps for Belgium and made his debut in 2020. He was called up to the squad for the World Cup in Qatar last year, making one appearance off the bench before Belgium were eliminated in the group stage. Pep Guardiola's City are looking to boost their attacking options after the departure of Algerian forward Riyad Mahrez, with Doku's signing bolstering the league champions' ranks as they chase a fourth successive title. City are second in the Premier League standings with 6 points from 2 games. They will next face the newly promoted Sheffield United on Sunday. Meanwhile, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola will miss his side's Premier League clashes against Sheffield United and Fulham after undergoing back surgery. Guardiola's assistant Juanma Lillo will take charge of the team in his absence. City in a statement said that the Manchester City boss has been suffering with severe back pain for some time lately and flew out to Barcelona for emergency surgery. It added that the surgery was a success and Pep will now undergo recovery and rehabilitation process in Barcelona. He is expected to return after the forthcoming international break. City have started their season with back-to-back Premier League wins against Burnley and Newcastle United, as well as victory in the UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla. They travel to promoted Sheffield United on Saturday before hosting Fulham on 2nd September.
minit tanpa henti, 76 minutes non-stop. Transparent and concise. Paparan komprehensif, ringkas dan padat. Saksikan Kanta 744, 7.44 malam. Berita perdana 8 malam. Malaysia Tonight, 8:30 p.m.
That concludes Malaysia Tonight this time around. In our top story, Perdana Fellow Program to educate youth on workings of leadership. Do tune in to updates at noon coming up tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on TV2. You can also stream it via RTM's mobile Click app. Till then, I'm SAHIH Malaysia Madani, tekad perpaduan penuhi harapan. Thank you for watching.